I told my kids why we're getting a divorce. My wife and I are splitting up after 14 years. Our daughters are 12 and 9. For 2 weeks after I moved out, I kept saying Mom and I needed space. Then my oldest Izzy came back from her mom's place and wouldn't even look at me. She finally said, "Mom told us you're abandoning us over nothing." That's when I knew I had to tell them what actually happened. 3 months ago, I came home early and heard my wife Amy on the phone saying, "No, he doesn't need to know yet, just like you said." She saw me standing there and her face went white, hung up immediately. I asked what that was about. She tried to brush it off, but I kept pushing. Finally, she admitted she'd been looking at houses near her sister Diane. We'd literally agreed 6 months ago we weren't moving. 2 weeks later, I found a mortgage statement in her car while grabbing her insurance card. Payment notice for month 2, $460,000. My stomach dropped. We had maybe 40 grand in savings total. When I confronted her, she started crying immediately. Said Diane helped her see I was holding her back from better opportunities. The house was in a better school district closer to family. She'd gotten a promotion 9 months ago with a massive raise, and Diane convinced her to hide it so she could save for a down payment. She hid a promotion for 9 months, put the entire house in her name, already quit her job for a new position 2.5 hours away, expected me to just go along with all of it. I filed for divorce 3 days later. Amy told the girls I was leaving them over a stupid house, that I didn't care about them having nice things. Izzy started treating me like I was the worst person alive. Kate cried the entire first visitation. Last Saturday, I picked them up and took them to breakfast. I laid it out plain. Mom bought a house without telling me, took out a loan bigger than anything we'd ever discussed, made plans to move all of us without asking anyone. Izzy asked how much the loan was. When I told her, she just stared at me. They'd literally just covered mortgages in her 7th grade math class the week before. Kate asked if we were still a family. I said we'd always be their parents, but Mom and I couldn't be married anymore because she stopped including me in major decisions. Then Izzy asked, "Is that why Aunt Diane got divorced twice?" I dropped them back at Amy's that afternoon. Diane's car was already in the driveway. She opened the door before I could even knock and looked at me like I was dirt. "You can leave now." Izzy stepped right between us. "Dad can come in if he wants. It's legally still his house too." Diane's whole face went red. "Your father is poisoning you against your mother." Kate started crying. Amy came rushing to the door asking what was going on. Izzy turned to her mom. "Why did Aunt Diane tell you to hide the promotion from Dad?" Everything just stopped. Amy stared at Diane. Diane stared at me like I'd coached this whole thing. I hadn't said anything about Diane's involvement. Izzy pieced it together herself. Amy tried to explain, but Izzy cut her off. "Dad said you made the choice yourself, but Aunt Diane told you to lie to him. That's different, Mom. That's worse." Diane started going off about how I was manipulating children. Amy just stood there frozen. Kate kept crying. I picked up Kate and told Izzy to grab her stuff. She went and got her backpack without saying a word. Amy followed us out to the car asking where they were going. I said the girls wanted to stay at my place tonight instead. Izzy climbed in the passenger seat and immediately locked the door. Mediation was 2 days later. Amy showed up alone for the first time ever. No Diane. Her lawyer brought up custody arrangements. I said the girls already decided. They wanted to stay in town with me as primary. Amy's lawyer started to object, but Amy stopped him mid-sentence. She asked if the girls could still visit on weekends. I said of course they could. They're her daughters. She signed the custody paperwork right there. Didn't even try to fight it. Week after that, Izzy told me Amy put the house up for sale. Couldn't afford the payments without roommates, and nobody wanted to rent there. Kate asked if Mom was going to be okay. I said yeah, eventually. Izzy nodded. Good, because I was worried, but also she low-key did this to herself.